Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rebecca and today I am doing my January 2022 bullet journal setup, and I'm going to start out by showing you the supplies I plan on using today. The first is these King Art dual tip brush pens. I use these in almost every setup I do. Really love them. They're very similar to the Tombow brush pens. I am also going to be using this gold metallic marker from Recollections that is very old and everything's rubbing off of it, but it still works, so we're using it. I've got this washi tape that's just got some gold stripes with some white and then black dots, and some graphics fine liners. These are my favorite fine liners. I really don't like the Pigma Micron pens. I don't like those. So I decided for January I was going to go with a champagne themed setup. This was 100% inspired by Temmie's video. I think she did this either last year or the year before, and ever since I saw her do that theme, I really wanted to do one myself. So I am starting out with a quote page, and this is often attributed to the person who supposedly created champagne, and it says, "Come quickly, I am tasting the stars." I love this quote because it is featured in my favorite book, The Fault in Our Stars, when Hazel Grace and Augustus go to Amsterdam and they drink some champagne whilst there, and the waiter kind of says this quote to them, and I just thought it was a perfect little quote to combine with the champagne theme. I do wish I had a more subdued yellow that I could have used, but I worked with what I had and I think it turned out okay in the end. As you can see, I did end up covering up the ribbon because I didn't like the way I had done the wording, and you can hardly tell. I just cut out a chunk from my past bullet journal to fix that, and nobody needs to know. It's fine. And I just used the fine liner to outline the champagne glasses. I used a green to do the "come quickly" wording, and then the gold for the word stars, as well as some little doodled stars throughout. And now I am moving on to the other page, and I am just using my King Art brush pens to draw out this champagne bottle. I'm using several different green colors, starting with the lightest one where the highlights would be, going to a medium one, and then the darkest green, and then I'm going to go back and kind of blend them into each other. This journal paper is not the best for blending, but these markers do blend really well into each other in general, so I think it turned out decent overall. I do wish I had left some space so that it looked more like champagne is coming out of the bottle, but that is alright. I'm using the gold to make the little foil around the bottle, and I'm using it to write January and for a few more little stars there. And now I'm going to make it look like there is champagne pouring out of the bottle. So I'm going to take some yellows, and I started out trying to make big droplet type shapes, and then I just really didn't like the way that was looking, and I kind of switched gears to just kind of draw some lines and make it look more like it was spraying out. It's maybe a bit more aggressive than I was hoping for it to look, but I definitely like it better than the droplet situation I had started. And I also decided to outline the word January so that it would pop a little bit more after I had added that yellow in the background. had to take a little tea break before moving on to the monthly spread page. So for this, I am using some stickers that are available in my Etsy shop. This was one that the Cricut didn't quite cut all the way through, so I decided to keep them for myself and use them in my journal. And these are my first ever clear sticker sheets. So I'm very excited to be offering these now and have a lot of ideas for the future of these clear sticker sheets as well. So to set up my monthly page, I just wrote January in big letters in my yellow color, and then I did a cursive over that using the darker green, and I did write 2022. I am erasing the little doodles I had drawn out because I am now going to be using my stickers in place of those doodles, and I think they look pretty cute on this spread. I do feel like the amount of yellow and green that ended up being used is a little bit overwhelming, but I also kind of like it. I feel like there could have been a better balance, maybe more white space left, but for some reason I kind of like this weird clashing color scheme. I think it somehow works and makes it very obvious that I was going for this champagne theme and heavily going in with like the green bottle situation versus a paler yellow. And I just kept it very, very simple this month with a typical box calendar and a little section for to-dos on the side and tracking along the bottom there. Nothing too fancy. I have been very busy lately, and I'm sure January will be just as busy, so I just kind of wanted to keep it open and have plenty of space to see what's going on, see what I need to do, and see what I'm keeping track of. And that's basically it for this page. I really didn't do anything too fancy to it. I added some pieces of washi tape at the end because there were some areas that looked kind of weird, and some more stickers. And that's all I've done for this setup. I just did this cover page, the monthly page, and I did leave a page blank between where my weeklies are going to start, just in case I think of something else that I want to do a spread for. But other than that, for the weeklies, I have been kind of enjoying doing a rolling weekly situation, so I've just added some stickers that I can write around later on. And that is it. That is my January 2022 setup. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think, what your setup is, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!